Tuesday morning. It is 10:40, and we got her pulled back out. Why, ask ye? Well, it's making a bit of a hammering noise, and I just need to get in there and see what's going on. And that won't be hard, because once I get the oil drained, get it on the bench, pull the head off, pull the pan off, get it turned upside down, and we'll see what's going on in there. If for some reason the connecting rod around the journal is wearing away, I've got another connecting rod, so we're going to take a look. That's after about a half hour to 45 minutes of running. That's pretty black. You can see some metal in there floating around, just tiny particles. So now let us get that over here on this table. I gotta back the lawnmower out first. So in the description on my half-hour long Kohler engine video, in the description I put that I made a small mistake that turned into a big mistake. And it's turning out that I don't think I made a mistake. And you're going to see here what's going on. Well, there's the culprit, that plastic governor gear. Yeah. Look at all that. And that means that this is a total tear down. Crank's got to come out. So I'm going to have to get up in there. Where's my flashlight? So I ordered the new governor gear, and that puppy is about $60, and I found it on eBay from a reputable seller, and it's an OEM one, and I was just about ready to order, and so I thought I better check Amazon. And there's an OEM part on Amazon that's on sale for like $50 ish. So I ordered that. Today is Tuesday, and it will be here on Friday. So I guess I need to get some parts cleaned up. I'm not going to start tearing this down. Well, not that. I'll probably take this off and the flywheel and the covers and everything and get that part ready, because that takes a little bit of time. But I'm not getting into anything in there until I get the part in hand. Yes, sir. I'm also not going to do videoing all that business because it's boring. There will probably be one more clip after this one when I get the part, maybe. I mean, I don't even need to do that. But perhaps the next clip will be of the thing running again, hopefully. But I'd sure like to find out what's causing all that sludge, if you want to call it that. I don't know. It's not from a plastic gear, that's for sure. So, just peeking in there at the bottom of the piston, it looks all right. There's no pieces parts of aluminum anywhere, so I know that, pretty sure that everything with the piston and connecting rod is still okay. So, where is all that coming from? I don't know. Okay, so here's what we discovered on the Kohler. Broken governor gear. And I wasn't paying attention. Once I saw that, my mind immediately goes to what's next. I didn't stop to think that The other side of that's missing, which means it's in here somewhere. There's the pan. Nothing has fallen out. And you look down in there and you see the, I don't know if that's called the counterweight there on the crankshaft, but yeah, that was hitting on probably that other piece. I don't know where it is. And there's a little pin that holds this. I don't know what that's called. Counterweight. I don't know. But I didn't see the pin either. So I'm going to lay this back down, and I spun this around several times just to see if anything was resting on top of something, and I don't hear anything rattling around, so I don't know if it just got pulverized down in there. I mean, there was a lot of, metal in the oil, so I'm going to lay it over and see if I can't find any other pieces, parts. Now, if that was the only damage, it ain't hurt nothing. But what I don't know is where in the world are those parts? Even that counterweight, whatever that thing is called, the one that's missing. You would think that would have fell right down in the bottom of the pan right away, and would have not have spent too much time. I can't tell if that is something that is just happened or if that was just part of the machining process. So maybe that was just like that from the factory. I really don't know. And I don't care, because what we determined is the reason why the piston blew apart in the first place before my brother-in-law bought it was that this thing got hot and the cylinder is egg-shaped. And I verified that by taking the new piston with my calipers, and that's perfectly round here and here. Of course, you can't check it in this region because you have that. So you can see what it did to the skirt. And so that was slapping around on the cylinder wall, which the cylinder wall is fine. If it wasn't egg-shaped, I could just hone it, it would be fine. But it's going to need to be bored 20 or 30 thousandths over. And there's a shop half hour away that will do it for $35, $40, which ain't bad. A new piston's $50. But I told my brother-in-law that it would mean that I have to totally gut this thing out, take everything off the side, just bring the block in there, and then I would have to put it back together. And if I make another mistake, that's more money he'd have to spend. So I advised him not to go the route of getting this fixed. I don't think it's worth it. These engines they're good because they're cast iron. These things they're good engines. How much money do you want to put into it? And he has another old Cub Cadet at home that he bought shortly before this one. And this is the nicer of the two. And so I said, why don't we take the one out of the other one, put it in here, and then you can sell this one, try to recover some of your money, or use it. But I told him these old Cub Cadets, they're great machines. I had mine, but I was always working on it because they just shake, rattle, and roll, and pieces come apart. And I don't want to have to keep working on it, and that's what it boils down to. I don't like it. So this one's out, and the other one's going to come over here eventually, and we're going to stick that engine in here. This is a 14 horse. The one in the other is a 12 horse. And then that'll be it. I want to get it done before winter is over so that he has a fighting chance at getting it sold. Now, the old guy that he bought this one from built a cab for it. Now let's walk out to the shed and see if we can't take a look. See, it's snowing. Back there. And the guy did a really good job building it. He has used either electrical conduit or some pipe to make the frame, and then use plywood. And this cracks me up. He's got a red flashing light, and that's just a pint jar that he painted red. And so I was kind of hoping that a guy could get the thing running, throw the cab on there and use it once, but I ain't gonna. I just want to get it sold. I can't wait for spring to get these tractors moved out of here. I'd really love to keep that one for myself. That's the creme de la creme, but that's also the money maker right there. So I guess we're going to just do what we can to get these machines out of here. Now, the one that I will be bringing here from his house, once I take the engine out, I'll just ship it back over there. He's just going to have to store it until he finds another engine or decides what he's going to do with it. So, okay, I guess that's the end of this project. We'll catch you later.